about that. I was reading this article with Barbara Mandrell talking about Tater and Kelly and all these kids ruining country music.
Don't tell me that she's upset.
No, she's not.
Is she
actually
happy with them?
No. Actually, because Jones is, George Jones has talked about how these kids have hijacked country music. And Barbara was at the CMA Awards show the other night, and they did an extensive interview with her about country and her and career and stuff. And, she says, I think it's wonderful. She said it's overwhelming, it's marvelous, it's exciting, it's thrilling what these kids are doing with country music these days. That's what Barbara Mandrell, who was one of the most important figures in country. She says, when Loretta, Tammy, Dolly, and I started having our own shows as headliners, we were breaking the mold. We would have to have a man open for us. She said then that was absolutely not normal. Mm-hmm. Because those guys always had some cute little girl out front singing, opening the show for them, and all of a sudden we had to have some cute little guy out front.
Yeah.
We started changing things, and people weren't happy with it. She said they called me to Las Vegas-y. They said I was going to destroy country music because I had a TV show, and we sang and we danced and we did stuff other than stand behind the microphone. And they asked her about today's music. She said, in my career, it happened quite frequently that somebody would talk very negatively about the way I did things.
Probably George Jones.
Probably. She said, what's so fabulous about it all is that the music that people hear as country music, they hear on the radio, they hear on their computers, they listen at the house, they listen at the office. They're not watching us. So it has to be something they're interested in, or they're not going to listen. She said it has to change because times change. We can't sing today about the same things that Loretta and Tammy and Dolly and I sang about because times change.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And they ask her about Taylor Swift. She says, I think the girl is beyond words. Never seen anybody with it so together. Whoever's doing whatever with her, guiding, teaching, and I think most of it's her, is just doing an incredible job. She said it's going to be exciting to see where the music industry goes as she leads it.
Well, those are some nice things to say.
Wow, that's very, very nice from Barbara Mandrell.
Did you see where Wynonna's having to backtrack a little bit?
Yeah, I did see that.
She was asked about Taylor winning Entertainer of the Year, and she said, well, I just think it's too much too soon. I don't think she's ready for that award. Since
she was 19 when she and her mama started winning all those awards, I guess that she would know.
Well, I guess. But she had to come back and say, look, I think she's very talented. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, she took some heat for that.
But yeah,
she did.
Hey, I don't know that there's any heat necessary. I just think people need to relax and let it go with where it goes.
It's going to go that way anyway.
It's what happens. There's nothing you can be mad about it. You're not going to stop it.
It's what the fans want.
Exactly.
So until they decide that she's not the hot thing anymore, then
they're the one paying the bills right now.
And it's eventually it's going to happen one day like that. I mean, how many times have we seen that being in this business for as long as we have? You've seen that pendulum go back and forth. The music changes, the people change, and it just swings back and forth. It's always done that and always will.
And it always will. John Mayer, by the way, who's coming to town in February, says it's not like he pulled Taylor Swift out of obscurity to sing on his new album, Battle Studies, which I didn't even know she did. But they have a duet, apparently, on his new CD called Half of My Heart. He says she's certainly bigger than she was when I asked her to sing it. He said, I'm not even sure she'd take my call now. Then he stopped and said, yeah, she'd take it.
I bet she would.
But, I mean, there's a lot of people respecting what Taylor Swift is doing.
Well, it's not just the music. I mean, she's branching off into movies. She's done some TV stuff. She's hooked up with American Greetings now. So
I saw that. Yeah, she's going to be writing greeting cards.
I mean, she's got a clothing line out.
That's because she heard me say last week on the show I was going to be doing that. Because, she listens all the time.
She's got her fingers in just about everything that she can handle right now, but she's doing a great job with all of it.
That was a great $5 million investment from her dad.
Wasn't it, though? Absolutely amazing.
How many times has he made that back now?
Well, anyway, it's good to see somebody like Barbara Mandrell, who was incredibly successful in her career in so many ways, look back and now say, you know what, the kid's good at what she does. How can you not like it?
That's right.
And how can you not be happy?
Absolutely.
Because whether you like it or not, Taylor's keeping she's keeping Nashville alive.
Who'd have thought that?
Yeah, when she was over at the Tanger.
That's right. Who'd have thought that?
Carrying that bags for that woman.
And you know
That's
what?
The truth.
I bet if she could work it out, she'd do it again. She's just that nice.
Is she really?
She was that sweet and that genuine.
Was she really?
Yes.
Because you went with her, didn't you?
No, Gary went with her.
Gary went with her.
I'm talking about just the couple of times I've met her since. She's just, I don't think
she's got her head
not
screwed
changed.
on pretty tight. Yeah,
she cares about people.
I got me some of those boots like she wears yesterday.
Really?
Yep.
You gonna wear?
I'm gonna start wearing them. I'm thinking about it.
Could you do that after the morning show?
Yeah. Well, I call it a toga.
Because I don't think I can handle that at 6 o'clock.
I think I'm about wearing some tater boots with my toga. Taters and togas.
Oh, that'll look real good. You ought to test it out tonight over at your bottles and brushes.
Yeah.
Talk about crabs.
Taters and togas. I think it's got a catch, doesn't it? You think?
Yeah.
The Blue Cross and Blue Shield service benefits